Okay, about your philosophical reflection. Yeah.
Maybe not philosophical. Have many points that our professor has pointed out that I have to make some revision about my dissertation. And first is that I cannot quote something or use a citation in the abstract. So this is not the.
Would you let me interrupt you just for a while? Mm-hmm. I think Wang Jingli's PhD thesis, the dissertation title in English is excellent. Very clear.
Yeah.
But she has a little bit difficult in presenting it in Chinese title. Thanks to Yin Jiechong's contribution. Yin Jiechong made some contribution. We cut something off, right? And just simplify. Sometimes, make things simple is better.
Yeah.
Okay? So far, you have almost got a satisfactory title in Chinese?
Yes.
Yes. So successfully in revising the topic, okay, or the title. Now, would you please tell us about the transitional connection and these kind of things? Because
yes.
your job, your task is up to what? Lexical bundles, which including what? Including some
transitional markers.
Yeah, transitional markers. So
yes.
Yeah.
So in every chapter, we have the beginning and the end of chapter, or even the beginning and the end of every section. We have to use some transitional sentences or to realize some moves, and also to realize some communication purpose. Communicative purpose.
For example, as discussed
in the last chapter,
in the previous section, or as demonstrated in the second chapter, etc., etc. This is also very important. Why? Without these, and then people feel puzzled. Why did you mention about this abruptly?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And also in the research design chapter, we should state very clear and in detail about the procedure of our design of the study of the research. Yes.
Starting from general concept. For example, about in this paradigm, how people, manage to do this.
Yes.
Now, from my point of view, and my research is what kinds of nature, and then why I want to follow this paradigm, and then what is my specific procedure and the reason, etc., etc. You must tell the people about this, just like what you mentioned. Very carefully, address the procedure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why? Yin Jiechong. Why? Why is it necessary? Because this is a dissertation of Doctor of Philosophy. Talking about philosophy, you must tell people the reason, the logic, rationale, etc., etc. Very important. Why is very important. Underpinning reason. Otherwise, you have no special contribution. Okay. 那么，王经理最后一句话，再说一句话。
Every chapter has its own procedures or specific moves, and some
yes.
of them must in the
yes.
academic papers or with dissertations. So we have to.
So I quite agree with you talking about move, step. Yin Jiechong recommend this or propose this very frequently. She said, in the abstract, we need follow the move very clearly. And in the introduction, I mean, each introduction of each chapter, and then you need to follow the move and the step, the purpose, the aim, and the reason, and the how, etc., etc. So, introduction section is treated as kinds of signpost. Signpost is very important for you to visit a place. Okay, so this is reader friendly.
Yes.
All right, but don't ignore or neglect the move or the pattern of the summary. So we would like to invite Ying Jiechong to talk about your revision experience about the summary.
Okay. Last time our supervisor told me to revise.
Our supervisor is no good. Why? Because you call me our supervisor is
Professor Zheng,
personal.
experience.
So you should call Professor Zheng, not our supervisor.
Okay.
The relationship is very distinct, not very close.
Sir, I think our supervisor, it contains love and care.
Yeah. So sir is okay, it's good. Sir is okay, good. But our supervisor is no good. Professor Zheng, yeah.
Okay. Professor told me how to revise summary last time, so I did it during 1 week. And about the transition, because my dissertation is composed of 2 parts, quantitative part and qualitative part. So how should I translate from quantitative part to qualitative part? It's very important. The summary works as a transitional bridge to this 2 section. So I didn't do very well at first. So how should I revise it? And first, according to Professor Zheng, I should first to mention why I connected this section.
Ying Jiechong, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would be very happy to listen your comment about the difference between introduction section and summary section, which you mentioned in my office this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Very good comment. So give the definition of this section and yeah， 就是你做了一个很好的一个建议，就是说引言部分干什么？因为你对他说了，还有一个 summary 部分干什么？作用先说一下，再回到你的 summary，OK？
能说中文？
Chinese English I think is so better. You according to your understanding? 所以我刚才讲过了，introduction serve as a kind of a signpost, right?
Yes.
So summary serve as what?
As kind of how to say, to show what you find. And
So
what I got.
I would like to repeat what you said this afternoon. You said introduction is my plan of the chapter. So I plan to do what? But the summary want to tell the people what I have already done. Okay, this is the basic difference.
Yes.
So some people Chinese student, they might think introduction and summary mean the same thing. As a matter of fact, they don't mean the same thing. They mean differently. Okay, introduction 里面，你现在可以用汉语再说一遍给他们听，他就知道了。
就是在写引言部分的时候，主要是给读者介绍一下，你这个 chapter 当中，你主要的目的是干嘛？有 purpose 有个，然后呢再讲一下 aim，就 purpose 和一样的，然后再说一下你为什么要做这个部分，然后跟前面部分有什么关联，可能还要提一下面呢再讲一下你这个部分 chapter 的 structure，the structure of the chapter。Yes。It's very important 的，比如说你4.1要讲什么，4.2要讲什么，4.3要讲什么，就很清楚你这个轮廓，你要勾勒什么样的一个大致的一个地图 map， 非常真正的 map。这个就是起到一个导读的作用。
Yes. Yet, I would like to ask Jing Feilong to give further support to Ying Jiechong about the importance of using the correct verb. For example, you mentioned this chapter